G'day, welcome to another episode of Country Life on the Coast. My name is Sean, and on today's episode, can't believe I'm saying this, but we need to start pulling out this fence. We're in the middle of installing our automated secondary wastewater treatment plant, and part of that we need a large area for our land application area, which is where the sprinklers are. I have done a bit of videos on those, so there's a playlist you'll be able to watch. Feel free to have a look, check that out. That will explain a lot more about it. But what it means is all of this area here is part of our land application area, and so the fence can't go through the land application area. Council have made it a requirement that we have to remove it. And again, if I had known that the land application area was going to be this big, we wouldn't have done it. But anyway, you live and learn. So now we need to pull it out. And so what we're going to start doing is by pulling the wire off first. If you saw any of the fencing videos, I installed the wire and stapled them all on. So now we have to remove all those staples. What I've actually found is one of these, which, to be honest, I don't know what it's called. I think concreters use it for tying the wire around Rio. I found these work really well. You can grab hold of the staple and then just sort of roll it and pull it out that way. So we'll get into it. We'll pull these out, hopefully get this wire off very shortly, and then keep pulling this apart. Alright, well that was pretty pain-free really. Quite happy to have found an easy way to get those out. So we'll roll this wire up, and I'll just use it to temporarily block off the back area so the chickens don't get out, and then we'll start pulling the rest of it apart. But and in case anyone's wondering, that sprinkler that's going out the back there, that's not our wastewater stuff. That's actually just water. We need to re-establish some grass here as well before everything is final approved and we're actually connected to our wastewater treatment plant. So we're still in the early days of it all, and like I said, council required us to pull this fence out, and they're not going to give a final approval until we remove it, and we can't get a final and we can't connect up to it until it's gone. So that's why we're pulling it out. That's why I didn't mind doing a little bit of work and getting a little bit wet. Alright, let's roll this wire up. Alright, so that wire is gone, and since I built these, I know how to pull them apart, so we'll just take the top rails off first, and then we'll just try and pull the posts out. Basically, if you've seen all the fencing videos, you would have seen me actually have to pull one post out. Well, didn't realise that was going to be a practice for this, but anyway, we've got the idea of how to do it. So anyway, at the moment, we'll hopefully be able to just use the Ryobi and just take these batten screws out and remove these top rails. Well, those came out really easy. I was sort of surprised. I thought they might have been a bit harder, but anyway. So now we'll go and just store these out the way and continue on. Yesterday we ran out of time, but we did remove all the top rails and then dug around each post as well, so they're ready to come out. Sort of wiggle quite easily now. So we use the crane, just wrap a sling around and start pulling these out. Hopefully get these out this afternoon. They should come out pretty easily, I hope. Let's give it a go. One down, about 10 to go, I think. Well, there we go. Just see how easy that was. Oh, I'm so happy about that. There's a couple down there out here, just shovel a little bit to break them loose, but otherwise they just all popped out very easily. So a little bit of digging yesterday, I think it made all the difference. So now what I'm going to do is try and knock this concrete off. Hammer and a bolster I think should do it. I think we just need to find the right spot and it should just crack open, sort of thing. So might just roll it into the shade and see how we go. So there's already a crack in the concrete here. I'm going to try use that to my advantage, I think. A couple of hits here, hopefully it'll split. Most of it. Easy as that. Got to do that equal times. There we go, guys. We've pulled a fence down. Certainly didn't want to, but anyway, showed you how to pull everything down, pull fence posts out. We've even got some concrete off the bottom of the post fairly easily, so it all went well. That's good. Very happy with that. But that's all we've got time for in this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time. God bless.